Hello folks, I've watched Judas and the Black Messiah, and we're just going to jump straight into the review. So Judas and the Black Messiah, which is directed by Shaka King and stars Daniel Kaluuya and LaKeith Stanfield and Jesse Plemons and a few others. And it's about the last few moments of Fred Hampton's life, who died at the age of 21 as the leader of the Black Panther Party. And this biopic does an interesting thing because it doesn't focus solely on Fred Hampton. It follows LaKeith Stanfield's character, William O'Neill, who is the infiltrator in the Black Panther Party, one of. And we see through his eyes not only his guilt and a few other things, we see him infiltrate the Black Panther Party and get close to Fred Hampton and gain his trust and sort of set everything up that happens in real life. You know, I should put spoiler tags on this, but there's no spoiler tags needed because it's real life. And this is not in the movie, but we find out later that it was a part of COINTELPRO, which was an FBI program that was illegal and doing very different things for all of these activist movements that were happening in the late 60s and 70s and early 70s. Knowing all this information that I already had in my head and seeing documentaries on the Black Panther Party, I already had a notion of what the movie was going to be about, but it still was captivating. Not only are the actors great in this movie, like Daniel Kaluuya as Fred Hampton is just as magnetic and charismatic as Fred Hampton was in real life, but LaKeith Stanfield's character, man, the way he plays him with such conviction and guilt, just like racking his brain 24/7. Jesse Plemons, he's just like, he's the dude that isn't, he's like the side character always. And he always nails it and he always crushes it. Plus you have to add Dominic Fishback, who plays Deborah Johnson, Hampton's girlfriend. And so, you know, it just adds a whole layer, different layer to it. It made it feel real. And that's what you want from a biopic, is you want it to make it feel as real as possible, but at the same time, not sort of like misconstruing what actually happened. And that's what happened here. I think Shaka King did a really good job directing this movie. And I think the movie does a good job of explaining what the Black Panther Party was about without sort of like cherry picking moments or removing certain sections of their history. It is what the Black Panther Party was. And, you know, it was infiltrated by the FBI and it sort of like dissolved slowly over time after that, especially after Hampton's death. What's crazy about this movie, just like Da 5 Bloods last year and a couple other movies, is it's very prescient for the moment. We are seeing people stand up and ask for just accountability and justice where it's needed. And I think that it's just another movie that has come out at the right time. It's just like perfect timing. That's the good thing about art, is it comes out when it needs to come out. And it tells the story that needs to be told. And so if you're here after watching the movie to read and watch other people's reviews, hi, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. But also I can suggest a documentary for you. It's called The Black Power Mixtape. The best part about biopics is there's so much content to chew. There's books, there's documentaries, and you can further your love and appreciation of those movies. So like the reason Malcolm X is such a great film is because there's just a wide berth of content that you can consume. There's his autobiography. There's documentaries about him. Same thing with Martin Luther King Jr. It's like there's all these things that you can consume that make the film better. And me having watched these documentaries before, I think made this movie a better watch to me. That's the great thing about living in the 21st century, is we got content we can consume everywhere. If I had to rate this movie, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. The acting is stellar. Everybody crushes it. The direction is great. The editing's great. The music, it's all great. I love it. It'll probably get nominated for some Oscars, I hope. Can't wait to see LaKeith Stanfield in more stuff. He's one of my favorite actors right now. And he's just, every role he's in, he's either weird or he's playing a complex character, but he's so emotive. And yeah, same with Daniel Kaluuya. He's awesome too. You know, the whole cast is awesome. All right, bye.
Un esercito di prodi